Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Okay, after I finish today's readings, I'm going to take myself for a very long walk in the rain, just feeling like a real need to shake things off. And please, please, whatever you do, make sure self-care takes priority for you guys. There's a lot that's coming out. It feels like it's just going to get even more intense as the unraveling continues. So observe, but don't immerse yourself. Be aware. And if your guides are telling you to back off from something, don't even go there. Don't even try and push through. A number of you, my gorgeous viewers, have sent me emails in regards to information that's coming out about Zorro Ranch. I have read on it a couple of times. I cannot go there again. What I have seen and what I continue to see is just unspeakably ghastly, and I'm just not telling you. So thank you for sending me information, but I just can't go back there. So please take heed of your guides. Please take they're going no-go zone with that Nine of Wands, their protection. Make sure you do your protection. Make sure you keep yourself safe and stay in the light, stay in the love, and stay in peace. Just know that at the Olympic Games, really enjoying the Olympic Games, although, was it Lindsey Vonn? Oh, news has come out that she's had surgery to repair a broken leg, so obviously really serious. I was watching the women's downhill last night, and it's like, holy crumbs, you know, just, oh. I mean, I have skied in the past and enjoyed skiing in the past, but just looking at what they're doing, oh my goodness, absolutely boggles the mind. And actually, what really impresses me is the drone that keeps up with them. So just, 10 years ago, wouldn't have had this drone technology. So just know that we are in changing times. Drones can be used for good. They can be amazing. And who would have thought 10 years ago that there would be jobs as drone pilot at the Olympic Games? So, yeah, I'm really enjoying the Olympics at the moment. But just know that it was not the US team that was booed at the opening ceremony. It was 100% Shady Vance that was booed as soon as his image came up, and even some on the US team joined in on that. Now, the Olympics have always been political. Right back to Jesse Owens in, I think it was 1936, was it Jesse Owens at the Berlin Olympics, where the mustachioed one didn't want to give him his deserved gold medal. Yeah, just know Olympics have always been political. We had the Black Power symbol, which is now athletes, that has now been made into a statue. Yeah, so just know the Olympics have always been in the political arena. And of course, the Orange Twerps come out against one of the US team for speaking up against what the regime are up to. Yeah, if that's not dictatorship from the regime, I'm not sure quite what is. But anyhow, we are there. And that's why my guides today giving me the word complacency consistently. In other parts of the world, I mean, in Australia, we had a state leader, what you would call a governor, what we call a premier, be ousted because he accepted a bottle of wine without declaring it as a gift. Like the rest of the world don't pussyfoot around, doesn't play games in regards to our politics, being honest. Wales is now implementing legislation that basically means that politicians can be tossed out if they lie on the floor of government. Like, absolutely, so they should be. But that's not what I'm going to have a look at the moment. What I am actually going to have a look at is to do with governance in the US. But apparently the FBI, in combination with the DOJ and Homeland Security and the United States Postal Service and the election assistant commissioner, something along those lines, they are all being summoned to have a meeting on the 25th of February. And there's the moon card. There it is yet again. Secrets being revealed, but thigh deep in the swamp, lunacy, just ghastliness. So let's have a look. The state election officials have been summoned for the FBI, DOJ, and Homeland Security to a meeting. What is going to happen in that meeting? You can bet the edgelord-in-chief, also known as the reincarnation of Goebbels, aka DV, is going to be there. Oh, I got Heggs is going to be there too. He's got no reason to be there, but I get that he's going to be there too. Let's have a look. What are the state election officials going to be met with at this meeting? What? Oh, I've got something flipped over there. The Hanged Man, tipped on their head. Tipped on their head. Okay. Oh. Okay. So I had the Hanged Man, the Eight of Pentacles, to do with the plotting in regards to the votes themselves. Vote changing? Something to do with but look at the look on this face. Plotting to alter votes, perhaps? Got the Queen of Coins, Homeland Security. We've got vote flipping with the Two of Pentacles. But then we've got the Page of Cups. Something that is not expected. And the Fool. A new start. A crazy new start that I suspect that we're going to hear about. So let's have a look. I'm suddenly feeling really serious about this. This is something intensely serious. So we've got here the Three of Pentacles, some secret plotting that's happening undercover about the votes, because when I'm talking about elections, pentacles mean votes. And we've got the Six of Pentacles, money being withheld. Money being withheld. It's also one of my vote flipping cards as well, but I'm getting money being withheld. So, what are the state election officials going to be met with in this meeting? I'm suddenly feeling very serious and very concerned. What are state election officials going to be met with in this meeting? And I've got three cards that have popped out there. What I'm getting from my guides, even before these three cards popped out, was they're going to be advised that they're going to have yeah, I can hear Bindi just did a big sigh then if you heard that, and I'm feeling exactly the same. That the state officials are going to have their it's been removed. I get that they're going to be told that it's been federalised. Remembering the Georgia Fulton County recently by the FBI with Gabbard there, who was National Department of National Intelligence. I just get the feeling that the state election officials are going to be advised that they've had their powers removed. Okay, let's see where this goes. I will keep shuffling. My guides are telling what's next? Yeah, no. Do you want me to keep shuffling? Because what we've got is we've got the Eight of Swords, legal restriction, tied up, the Page of Coins, information about the votes, and the Knight of Coins, the mercenary. So some sort of mercenary information coming forward. And we've got, I am going to keep going, thank you guides. Seven of Pentacles. The inability to harvest. I'm getting that their powers are going to be removed, restricted in regards to their vote counting, perhaps powers, or something to do with the casting of the votes. Okay, keep going. Thank you. Oh gosh, if you hear them, let me know. We got the Ten of Pentacles, the end of an era in regards to the votes. But I think the state's going to push back. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles. I think they've been told end of era. But we've got the Nine of Wands, the boundaries being defended. So I think the states will push back. And it is a nightmare situation with that Nine of Swords. Nines being one before the 10. It's the step before the ending of everything. You've got the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands. So this is some sort of agreement being made. There will be some states that will hand it over, but there are others that will go, no way. I mean, look at that steely-eyed look on that Two of Wands there. Plan that's underway, but holding on to, and then you got the voters themselves with that Ten of Cups, and you've got the Sun card, and you've got a lot of information coming out quickly about this that cannot be controlled. I think someone's going to tell. Someone is going to tell. Absolutely. I'm actually going to on the bottom, the underlying energy, Three of Cups, circling the wagons, thinking that this was a, yeah, let's do it plan. FBI, DOJ, Homeland Security. I could say Miller, Edgelord Miller has his fingers in this. They've come up with this plan. They've put it forward, the Ace of Cups. It's going to be rejected. And then we have Justice, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Swamp, and the Collective Awakening with the Judgment card. Big wake-up call. But you've got three legal cards here. I think something's going to be presented that the FBI, I mean, you're talking about Patel, you're talking about Bondi, and you're talking about Noam. Could be the three, but yeah, secret plottings, hidden agendas with that High Priestess card. I think this is part of the plan to take away the state's authority on the elections. Let's see. Yep. Big new plan about the votes. Ace of Coins being presented to restrict. It may not be that they take it away from the states, but the states are pretty much just going to be a figurehead in the decision making, restrict the legal ability of the states. There's, yep, here's the death card. End of an era with his scythe. Abuse of power, betrayal, lies, deceit, sabotage, win at any cost with the Five of Swords in the past. Crowning the reading, you've got the Six of Wands, which is my false victory card. Talk about Russian elections. The plan over this is to declare a false victor. Okay, it is going to be a legal battle. Thigh deep in the swamp, legal battle there with that Two of Swords. Externally, you've got the King of Swords, big legal action's going to be taken. Internally, you've got the Queen of Swords, so you've got certain states are not going to take this lying down. Some will just hand it over, and I'm getting Arkansas. Is that Sarah Palin's? Not Sarah Palin, Sarah Huckabee. Some states are just going to lay down misere. Other states are going to say, I don't think so. Yeah, we've got the Nine of Wands here and the hopes and fears, defending with fire. We got the Nine of Swords and the outcome, absolute nightmare situation. 10 of Swords, stabbed in the back until no more can be tolerated. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles, and it's a plan to do with the votes. The votes, the Queen of Coins, claims of homeland security, and we've got my vote flipping card with the Two of Coins. You've got those that are supporting it, and it is betrayal and treason with that Three of Hearts, Three of Swords there. Right, we've got Page of Coins, information about this being brought forward or being presented. But you've got the King of Wands, you've got the Queen of Wands, and you've got the Devil. This is going to be nuts, absolutely nuts. There's something about this where the federal, and you've got the Nine of Cups, be careful what you wish for. It also looks very cloudy in this particular, it's almost like that. It's almost like this is the Seven of Cups. Shell game, and there's the voter on the bottom. Is this plan to take away election authority from the states? It's almost like take away the final say. Is this a plan to take away election authority from the states? Yep, absolutely. Ace of Wands. I actually feel quite ill about this. On the bottom, we got the Five of Pentacles, cast out in the cold, centralizing the information. You got the Two of Wands, volatile information being brought forward, and you've got here betrayal, abuse of power, deceit, stealing, win at any cost, hidden agendas, announcement coming from the White House to restrict the states in regards to this. And it's nothing to do with votes at all. It's about a steal. I keep going. We've got legal action being taken, the King of Swords, the Judgment card, and we've got the Knight of Coins, the mercenary actions in regards to the vote. You've got on the bottom the energy underneath it all. Five of Pentacles, cast out in the cold. You've got the Six of Cups. Now, is this naivety? Or is this a gift that was promised from the past? Because you've then got the Fool card. Because of, okay, right. I'm getting this was because of 2020, the gift that was promised, that was legally foiled. And the Fool. Is it foolishness or is it a new beginning? A foolish attempt at a new beginning. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, this meeting is going to be some sort of crazy claim that the federal government is going to have to take over the the oversight of the elections or something like that. Oh. Midterms? What midterms? Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Keep an eye on it. Love to you all. Take care.